we're here for a reason today that is very exciting, and I'm thrilled to announce that at my direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first sixth-generation fighter jet. Number sixth generation. Nothing in the world comes even close to it, and it'll be known as the F-47. The generals picked a title, and it's a beautiful number, F-47. It's something the likes of which nobody has seen before in terms of all of the attributes of a fighter jet. There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, it was highly competed for. There was a lot of competition, generals, and it's been going on for a long time. Very, very tough competition, but this plane is produced numbers that nobody's ever seen before. The F-47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built. An experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation. There's no other nation. We know every other plane. I've seen every one of them, and it's not even close. This is a next level. You know, level 5 is good. This is level 6, they say. The F-47 is equipped with state-of-the-art stealth technology. It's virtually unseeable and unprecedented power. It's got the most power of any jet of its kind ever made. Maneuverability, likewise, is there's never been anything like it, despite the power and speed. Its speed is top. It's over 2, which is something that you don't hear very often. America's enemies will never see it coming. Hopefully we won't have to use it for that purpose, but you have to have it. And if it ever happens, they won't know what the hell hit them. A new fleet of these magnificent planes will be built in the air during my administration over the next couple of years. It's ready to go. They've already built much of what has to be built in terms of production, including the sheds. We'll ensure that the USA continues to dominate the skies. We've given an order for a lot. We can't tell you the price because it would give way to some of the technology and some of the size of the plane, good-sized plane. Our allies are calling constantly. They want to buy them also, and certain allies will be selling them, perhaps toned-down versions. We like to tone them down about 10%, which probably makes sense because someday maybe they're not our allies, right?
Well, Mr. President, this is a big day. This is a big day for our warfighters. This is a big day for our country, a big day in the world. The name of this program is the Next Generation of Air Dominance. And Mr. President, because of your leadership, your clarity, America is going to have generations in the future of air dominance because of this sixth generation fighter.
This plane flies with drones. It flies with many, many drones, as many as you want, and it's a technology that's new, but it doesn't fly by itself. It flies with many drones, as many as we want, and that's something that no other plane can do.
This is more Air Force. This is more options for the President. We say as our mission in the United States Air Force is to fly, fight, and win air power anytime, anywhere. If you want to go anywhere, you have to have a platform that gets you anywhere. This provides the President options from the very one end, which is a quick response, and then we can get right back into fight and stance without having to deploy troops that are going to take maybe months and cost more lives. We can be back in fight and stance, and maybe we restore that deterrence. All the way to decisive victory as part of a joint force that is the most lethal and capable military ever known in history. That's what we provide now, and this allows us to provide it into the future. It's more deterrence, more capability. It's what peace through strength looks like into the future, Mr. President. And so we're very proud to do that. And all we can say is, on behalf of the United States Air Force, let's deliver.
the Boeing company has struggled with its commercial aviation business, its space business, and its major defense franchises. So this is an opportunity to really reboot or revitalize those defense contracts, particularly a number of which have been losing money for for several years. The one thing I would say though, this is a development contract. It will be challenging. I think many assume it is a cost plus contract, so there should be some protection on the downside for the company. But it likely also includes some fixed price contracts for low rate initial production, which is an area that Boeing, as well as others in the industry, have struggled with. So it certainly brings a great opportunity, but there are also some perils with it. In many ways, the conundrum for the Air Force has been that the F-22, the Lockheed-made F-22, is no longer in production. And I think you would have seen the Air Force very happily continue to buy the F-22. It is still, probably by many accounts, the world's most credible fighter jet. And so F-47 will really be an opportunity to go above and beyond. One of the things that we've seen over the last several years, certainly there's been COVID and COVID-related challenges, inflation, workforce issues, things like that. So hopefully a lot of that is in the rearview mirror. I think a lot of defense contracts these days also have sort of economic protection clauses to allow for adjustments for negative inflation and things like that. So I would assume they went into this in a positive position, and I think again I'm sure that's their full intent is to be profitable, but also this is a long run program. I mean, the programs like this come around once every 50 years or so, and so you hope that this program is certainly profitable over the long term, even if there might be some short term disruption.